Hi guys, I'm RandomPyromane and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, it has been a few days since I last played this game, so I can't really remember what happened last time. I think it was the day with Damien. So, without further ado, let's get back in the game. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, something I'd never do, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. Now, I don't know how many people are obsessed by coupons, but not me. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Doesn't it always? No, that's a joke. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Yeah.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
We got this.
Father, please? I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. I do it, so I don't see the problem. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh, I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Now, this makes me think of my uni, which I'm going to next year for my master's degree. I finally got in after a year of waiting. I finally got in. I had the interview like 2 days ago, I think it was, and I finally got in. And I'm really, really happy about it. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda had applied to, but I know she had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it. Yeah, you can't say to someone, no, don't try and follow your dreams because it's too expensive or it's not good enough or whatever, or it's far away. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? Are we going back to the taco place? Oh no. Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foiled wrap burritos from a nearby food truck. We need food trucks over here. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rio with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes. And there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. Never choke. You must stay alive. Everyone else must die. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free? You can also get it for free off the internet if you know where to look. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA. But I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests? I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. I wouldn't know, I haven't had roommates. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding, we didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent the semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough and it sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Now that is an amazing story. Carl ruled. I bet he did. Carl Drogo. No, I'm not gonna say that. Just 1 second. I'm being pestered on the phone.
Yes.
Oh, and they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit though? I think it would. I'm not sure, but I think it would. Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her. But I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had a talk with Mr. Vega.
Huh?
He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. She's committing arson? She's my girl.
Huh?
I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. Oh, she looks so sad though, like she's about to cry. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Aww, Amanda. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now and you're such a good person and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Ah.
Love you too, Pops. Yes, I am Pops. The master of Poppington.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, so is this like I choose my the dad again? Alright then, I choose Damien again. Because he's the one I want. He's the one that I want. The one I need. Oh yes indeed. He's the one that I want. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh? Is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. I'd actually love to receive a letter like that, like a Hogwarts admission thing. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. It's the most beautiful calligraphy. The letter reads, Dearest Edward, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing, rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I might misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I'll simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, Edward, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Now, honestly, that is the sort of thing I'd love. A trip to the cinema, moonlight stroll. You got me. That is my job. I am a director. I make short film. Well, I have made short films so far. And so that is the perfect job for me. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Perfect job. What the hell am I saying? Perfect date. Wow. He's good. So you're going to catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crown. Now that's me. I'd love to write in calligraphy and everything, but I have the worst handwriting anyone has ever seen.
Alright.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy type kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2.
Yeah.
Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Can I see this? Really?
Huh.
Nah, there's just lots of bloods and vampires and vampire titties. Okay, I'm gonna see it. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. Good morning to you on this fine eve sounds a bit too pompous. I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let me know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. I find myself in good spirits. He seems like the more upspoken person. Nice. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. You should know that. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape within the Fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. I won't talk about the Fall of Icarus because that sounds way too pompous. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Bring it home, Pops. Let me take you out. I've got 2 tickets to the movies. I think the last one. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Enclosed you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Heart dabs. Best wishes, namaste. We'll carry on. Best wishes. Then I sign my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Edward Pyromane. Actually, it's Edward John Pyromane. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Okay, that is a bit worse than mine. That is a little worse than my handwriting, I've got to admit. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yes.
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing. Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. So my sigil is a kitten. Yay. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. Already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Amanda, what have you been smoking? Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around when I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theatre a little bit early. It's a chilly night and the theatre is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. What was with the thunderclap? You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked off. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
Huh. Oh my.
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Does he appear with a clap of thunder? That would be so cool. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Sour Patch Kids. I don't like American chocolate. Except Hershey's Cookies and Cream. That's nice. Really sugary as well. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Oh, my dad's here. I turn around to find Lucien standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucien, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theatre. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kid movie about talking animals. I really don't care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
What?
You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucien rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing, my son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is he in this film? Is everything okay? I think I should be considerate. Everything's perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Man after mine own heart. Do you have a favourite horror movie? Of course, I have a favourite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. I haven't seen that one. Mine's The Shining. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh my.
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. Licorice is the old person's sweet. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Romulus Bad Blood. Awaken my coven. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Demetrius Morvant. These guys have cool names. Camilla von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy, it is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flees off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. Sounds really cliched, to be honest. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounds, it's a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back on his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he doesn't want to admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Ooh, I'm in love. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. Can I do the really cliched arm thing? I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Point out a plot hole. Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. I do agree, that shouldn't happen. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Well, that's different. I can point out mistakes in other people's things, but I can also make my own things when I want to. Hey, look, that's an anachronism.
Huh.
Anachronism, if for those who don't know, is the fact of placing something outside its temporal context, and it's not supposed to be there. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover, who watched the two from afar.
Huh.
Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theatre amidst the throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. Seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to details in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good, a lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Vampire titties for the win!
Oh.
Come, the night is young, let's take a stroll. Hell yeah. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theatre. I'd actually be more uncomfortable. I've spoken in front of a crowded theatre before, and I was more comfortable in that than in, like, privacy and intimate situations. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. Oh, you charmer. That was smooth. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn! Damn! Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. Thanks, no problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we could stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I've a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavour, Edward. Trust me. Oh, hell yeah. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead and we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. And what just picked up the music? As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? In my pants. Under my cloak? Oh, right. What else you hiding under there, Damien? Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials. They became the only place that people could see a beautiful plant life and find sculptures. Really? That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. I would never suggest a movie that someone would feel uncomfortable at watching. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living. It keeps us separated from it. That's something I've always found pretty. I do like graveyards, but like proper graveyards. But, you know, it is weird to be in a cemetery after hours because here you can't get into them. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. I'd like that. I think the only real thing I'm scared of is death itself, and it is a crippling fear. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death that brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. Wow, that's really deep actually. That's how I'd want to be. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. But you're not alone. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. I bet it's his son. It notices us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Woof. Oh. It's a dog. As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey! We both look up, not expecting to see. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? He fucked me. Hunting cryptids. Oh, that's a nice voice. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure, wouldn't give her cheese though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? His penis. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. I don't have that bad knees, come on. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. What the hell was that? Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Edward, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. Isn't that like your Victorian thing of love? I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I'm going to wave this a passing ship. Those I've lost. Yes, I got the aubergines! A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's been open to my eccentricities. I love eccentricities! I mean, who doesn't? It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Actually, honestly, in real life, I'd like someone to accept me like I'm accepting Damien. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I say anything else, he's gone. Huh? I unlock the door and step inside. Amanda's there. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad. What's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told ya. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. It's scary cool. Yeah, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Edward. Did you know that graveyards used to be the place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor are you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. I love the... You know, I love this relationship you have with Amanda. It's amazing. What did I get? Did I get S? Yes!
My dear friend, you've simply taken the egg on this one. Taken the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means winning, so, ultimately, you've won.
I love the voices at the end of Damien's dates. It's amazing. If you press the ignition too long, you'll just flood the engine. That is true. Right then, guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. For our second date with Damien, it went really well, I thought. So, guys, keep playing. I'm RandomPyromane, and this has been Dream Daddy. See you next time. And don't forget to check out my latest content. That should be appearing right about now. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Your comments, your feedback, your subscriptions really help. See you next time, guys.